All right, Six Flags Great America, day 6. Six Flags Great America. It's been a little while since I last been here. It's been 2 years since 2019, 2 years since I've been here at Great America. I am finally here. All right, let's get through this. And I am inside, finally. 2 years of no Whizzer, of no Raging Bull, no actual real airtime. Excuse me. Yep, first ride I'm gonna go to, I really want to, well, time was wasted since I missed my train ride, so I'm gonna go directly to Batman the Ride. I'm gonna walk counterclockwise, as you can see right here, and hope for the best. All right, on my very first Six Flags vlog, the very first ride I ridden was Dark Knight. I won't be getting on that, obviously, like I said in the last clip. I'll be running a bit, so, yep. Change of plans, I saw the line. I know what Batman feels like, so I'm not gonna get on that one first. I'm gonna get on V2 first. All right, let's go. All right, V2.
You don't want to take it off, or is it good?
Yeah.
115.
All right, first one, let's go.
Oh, clear. Are you guys afraid of heights?
No!
Then you probably shouldn't have gotten on this ride.
Airtime.
Woo!
That was V2, my very first launch coaster. Airtime, I was lacking airtime. I think something is wrong with me. All right, next, Little Dipper. It's been since 2009. That's right, 2009 since I've read this. Here we go. All right, so line is too long, so I can't do that. I rode this coaster before, even though it was literally over 13 years ago. But I can't ride it right now. Excuse me. Right now I have one new coaster credit, and Goliath is gonna be my next new coaster credit. All right, Goliath. All right, Goliath got stuck, so they're fixing the issue now. That was some decent airtime. All right, that was Goliath, Six Flags Great America. The airtime on this is so much better. I expected some crazy airtime, but I would say it was decent, good airtime. So, yeah. All right. Also, this sure is a wooden coaster. All right, it was shaky. It was shaky. Wow, that was the most shakiest RMC coaster I've ridden so far. This is also the second RMC coaster I've ridden. Yep, that was shaky. That was a wooden coaster, all right. Hi, what time is it? 4:32. I have 4 more hours left. That is decent, that's great. Yep, next up, American Eagle. Also, how I know the airtime is good is I was seeing stars. I was actually seeing stars on this coaster. For the first time, I haven't, first time in a long time, specifically 2 years, I felt stars. Oh man, that means that's some good airtime. It's decent. I'll say it's a little bit better than Goliath's airtime in Six Flags Over Georgia. Yep. All right. After 2 years, American Eagle. All right, American Eagle. And it's better record this time. Otherwise, I will be pissed. Okay. Remember this airtime being pretty good. Hopefully, it could be the same. And I have my glasses on. Here we go. All right, my favorite part here. Almost lost my hat. Look at that wood! Woo! Purposely repeating myself. Woo! Oh, so shaky. Look at that. Woo! 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 This final brake run is so much more smoother than Great American Scream Machine. Alright, that was American Eagle. It was bumpy, but it felt less bumpy than Goliath. Goliath felt more shaky or bumpy, whatever. That's quite a shocker. Yeah, I'm doing okay. My knee is hurting because it is injured, so there's that. My back and everything is fine. So, American Eagle's okay. It is still shaking. It could use some improvement, but it's doing fine. All right, because I'm working with the limited time, it's 5 something. They close at 8. I'm gonna run to Raging Bull. I'm gonna do that first, and then get on Whizzer, Maxx Force, then X Flight. I'm only doing this because, you know, I want to make sure I'm. And that line doesn't even look that long. I might even get on now. That line is not even long. Nope, that line not long at all. I'm going. I'm getting in. I'm going. All right. X Flight. Spoiler alert, I'm not getting on Demon.
sick, hey?
All right, Raging Bull. This is the ride where I lost my glasses. These are my new ones. I'm definitely putting it in my pocket right here. Yep. Yep, I learned my lesson. All right. Raging Bull.
Look, I told you.
Picture. Good ride. All right, that was Raging Bull. How was the ride? It was a good ride. Now I think I like Goliath over Georgia better. Yeah, cause I don't think I felt more. Alright, that was Raging Bull. That last clip, I brutal that. Like I said, I kind of like over Georgia Goliath better because the airtime, I felt more floater. It was more floater on Six Flags over Georgia's Goliath. I felt Raging Bull's airtime raw all the way in the back. That was a good drop, but it's not as the way I remember it. That means the problem's me, and that truly sucks. I'm super sad. Alright, so far I'm liking my day here at Six Flags Great America. Day 5. This is day 5. No, this is day 6. Day 5 I wasn't able to record. And plus the crew was there. Now, of course, you have noticed the crew isn't here with this one. This one as well. It would be so much better if they were here. And I'm also entering this park as a coaster enthusiast now. On day 1, my very first day at Six Flags period, I entered the park as a rail fan, a train enthusiast. And I was comparing it already. During those 2 years, no, I think it's a year. I think it's a year and a half. I studied a lot. I studied a lot on roller coasters. And now I know, and I'll say the basics. I'm not that smart on roller coasters. But, yep, Lego Demon. Not getting on that. That junk sounds rough. All right, Viper. Viper is stuck. All right, Viper. Harper's pretty big. I didn't know that. Imagine if they stripped some of that land and put more roller coasters there. Now, that was really quick. That sidetrack. This ride likes to yank. Airtime, 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 airtime. Woo, airtime. Woo. Floater. Oh, that thing loud. Car tires. Drive tires stopped it.
All clear.
That's hot. Alright, Viper. That was a good ride. It was little airtime. Yeah, it's definitely, back then I remember there being a more airtime. It's definitely me. I'm the problem. My body got too used to airtime. What can I say? I master coasters, I guess. Raging Bull's back row, back seat airtime didn't even feel all that strong and powerful, but what can I do? Oh yeah, wood. I like touching wood. I did it the last time I was on this ride. All right.
All clear. Remain seated with your hands and feet inside the car. When the train comes to a complete stop, push down and pull up on your lap bar.
Only 2 rides so far in here remind me of Little Dipper. Lobster, which was the octopus at Kittyland in Melrose Park, Illinois. I think that's where it's at. And Little Dipper, which I did jump in line for, but I didn't go on it because of the line. Little Dipper's line might be smaller. If I manage to get on the Whizzer, which is my favorite ride, which I'm about to ride. Whizzer, Maxx Force, then I'll jump on what's left. Superman Ultimate Flight, and Batman the Ride. Alright. I'll ride the Whizzer. Ooh, this one got a line. Yeah, Microsoft PowerPoint is a great program. I use it all the time.
All set. Enjoy your ride on the Whizzer. Enjoy your ride.
All right, the Whizzer. Hey, you're on. finally. Positive G-forces now. Oh, that's the only rough part of this ride. I was telling the drivers. I do not remember these brakes being so hard. Excuse me, thank you. Alright, that was the Whizzer. It's still my favorite ride, only because it's in relation to trains, which I will be riding today. Yep, the motors, those DC motors. And right now, of course you can't see, my mask is down. Yep, my mask is down. Alright, Maxx Force. So Maxx Force went down. Yep, Maxx Force went down. Been in this line for about like maybe 40-something minutes. The ride attendant said we'll be waiting here for an hour. The line was moving fast and it was short, but it didn't really seem like it. So, yep. Be able to get it. And the park closes in 5 minutes. Yep.
Train is secured. It's too late, guys. All clear. And you're out of your red train. Please keep your hands on the back.
Maxx Force. First ride ever. This is my last ride of the day. Head back, head back. Up, here he comes, coming. Oop, it's coming. That's a great launch. I like that. Woo! Hey, Tom. Woo! That was a great ride. I like that one. That launch is powerful.
And you're out of your doing that. Let's keep your hands down, head back, hands down, head back. Good on 175 push-ups.
Where's my...
Welcome back, Red Train. How was that ride? One person liked it. We can do better. In a couple of seconds, you can push down and pull up on that left bar, exit to your right, and check out the car ride home. Push down, pull up, push down, pull up.
How do I do this? What's this now? Or some shit? Right here. Yeah. All right. Today was a good day at Six Flags Great America by myself. If I was with the crew, I would not be able to get on all these rides, that's for sure. But, in all seriousness, I prefer the crew being here, because that's closest to the OG. Yep. Best ride of the day, I would probably say it was Goliath or Raging Bull. One of them. I'm glad I ended off with a banger with Maxx Force. And that was my first time at Maxx Force. And I'm so glad they let me in, even though I was 2 hours late. I was supposed to be here at 12:30, not 2:35, 2:40. One of them. How they handled COVID, I would say they wasn't really as strict. They didn't really fuss at me. Yeah, they didn't fuss at me. Well, mainly I had my mask on. I had my mask on whenever it was necessary. Alright guys, so I'm done talking. And that was Six Flags Great America, day 6.